Hi, I'm Clayton Briggs, technical trainer here at Handy Penny. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the roller bearings on our trolley for our Combi steamer unit. Before we get started, let's show you the tools you will need to get this process completed. Tools you will need: a pair of snap ring pliers, needle nose pliers, a socket wrench, a 15/16 as well as a 1/2 inch socket, our fan removal tool for our Space Saver Combi, a rubber mallet, as well as proper PPE, as we will be handling hot parts out of the Combi. Now that we've shown you the tools that you will need, let's move on to heating the unit up. The reason that we're going to heat the unit is those bushings, those 4 bushings you need to place inside the Combi, and then they need to be heated to 212 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 2 to 5 minutes. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and get into my settings. I'm going to type in code 999. The reason that I'm using this setting is I can open up the door to regulate that temperature and keep that within that to keep that at that 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So again, this video is for replacing our rollers here that we have on our trolley. I'm going to show you how to replace one, but the process will apply to all 4. So before we go ahead and heat up the unit itself, we want to take our bushing here, and remember, you're going to be replacing 4 of those total bushings. I'm just going to be putting 1 in here, but I'm going to take my bushing, sit it in here. I'll close my door, and then we'll hit that start button. So now that we have all 4 of our bushings in our Combi warming up to that 212 degrees, I'm going to take our fan puller tool, put that over top of our bearing. Now for this, you want to make sure you keep pressure on this to make sure you keep contact with the tool itself and the bearing itself. Then I'm going to take my socket, my 15/16, and as you do this, you will see that it'll get more difficult or tighten. Which is right here, and what's happening is the tool itself is pushing down on the inside of the bearing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back this off, get the tool out of the way, and at this point you should be able to take your hands here and just grab either side and just pull up. Now that that's off, we can remove this bearing and set it off to the side. Once we have that bearing moved off to the side, we're just going to take a damp cloth here and wipe this off. No degreaser or anything like that. We're just gonna good old-fashioned water just to clean that off. And now that that's completed, you can follow that process for the 3 other rollers. Once our bushing has been in the Combi at 212 degrees for 2 to 5 minutes, we're then going to remove with a pair of pliers, and then also I have a protective glove on. We'll get this on top of here, and then we are going to take our our bearing, and I'm going to place that on there as well. And then I'm going to use a 1/2 inch socket as a driver. Knock that down to where it needs to be. Now I can take my snap ring and place this on. I'm also going to use my needle nose pliers to help get this set on there. And you heard that snap on. And once you hear that snap, then you know that it's locked in place, and that is how you replace the roller bearings on a trolley.